Well, you may have noticed that I stopped talking about the show Traitors. I don't know that I like this it's not the usual it's not my usual Traitors aesthetic. So I think I will go think, as Moira Huggins will say. I will go and actually try to find the aesthetic for to talk about the Traitors. Well, now I am back. Now you may not notice much of a difference in the aesthetic because it has made my skin that is so chocolate very palish. But this is the one, this is my trader's filter, but I do not have a hat. I wonder if I should get a hat because I feel like a hat always helped the aesthetic, you know? Let me go get a hat. But can I go get a hat? Oh, oh gosh. Oh, oh. See, but this hat, oh, don't have the other hat. Oh, it's a lot getting the hat. Oh. There is a lot going on. It was hard to get the hat. This is not the hat. This is a Rebecca of Sunnybrook's farm hat. This is a Anne of Green Gables hat. This is not a trader's hat. Because the trader's hat, I don't think I can go to get it because it is far. It is too far. So this hat. Oh, traitors. Traitors. Well, I'm back without the hat because the hat caused a lot of problems. And as you're sure to be able to tell, I still have not been able to quite pin down the Scottish accent. So I just say that my accent is a mix-up jumble of so many things. But Traitors, I was stopped watching it when the people, there was just, Rob Rouse was just so deceitful. But I knew once the show started and he was actually speaking words out loud of human sound that people could hear and he was audible, I knew that Rob was not going to be who I thought he was going to be when I didn't know who he was going to be. You see, because Rob Ross was a, what will you say, a rascal, a scoundrel in epic proportions, and he was very good at scoundreling. But I already knew he was a scoundrel because I saw him on Love Island season 6. Not so much when he was there as a snake catcher in the Casa Amor, wherever they brought him in, when the girl with the eyebrows wanted to talk to him but didn't. But when he was in season 6, I thought he was a scoundrel. I saw the things he does. He wins the girls over, and he did it to Moira Huggins. So I did watch it because at first I was like, I won't watch anymore. Once he got rid of his traitor teams, he didn't even want to be a traitor with the traitors, with Lisa Arena and with the Candice with the fancy outfits that I heard she planned. But here's the long and the short of it. Everybody, especially the people of color, were gone, right up to Natalie at the end. I love Natalie from the Survivor, and you know it was hard on her too. She's so beautiful and strong, and you see that if somebody of color raises their voice, everybody is automatically afraid, and you could tell she had to work on not doing it because of what happens on the reality TV. But no, Natalie, you did well. And it was just sad that all the faithful people that really were faithful were booted, and that Rob, I knew he would turn on Eric. I don't know, he's so trusting, way too trusting. At one point I was like, it would be such a great show if Eric could actually turn on Rob and let people know, and Maura, and turn on him. But Maura Huggins, she just believed in Rob. Did you hear? Okay, so what I was trying to say about Maura Huggins, she's very beautiful. But my favorite is that she says the word think, and I loved it from when she was on After Sun, and I would always say, she says think, I think, and I think it is so cute. But Maura Huggins, they had basically Rob killed everybody. Okay, remained a single traitor. He betrayed everybody. He betrayed the traitor he brought in to be a traitor. He betrayed the two traitors that he was traitors with. He's just a betrayer, and he betrayed everybody. And he was very good. So if you look at it that way, he is very smart. But it's also scary how calculating he was. So, but I watched it all, and I even watched the reunion. But there was nothing better than Rob revealed he was a traitor, and poor Moira was shocked beyond belief. Like, I think that an hour must have stayed that way while Mara was there in shock. She could not believe he betrayed her because he pinky sweared, and we all know pinky swear means everything. But I feel the worst for Eric because he seems like such a trusting soul, and he was so hard for him to be dishonest, and Rob caused him to be dishonest. But I in the reunion, the host, when he asked if Moira and Rob Roush, if there was any love from the Love Island in the castle. And they both vehemently, is that the word, denied it. However, I do remember when they were up in the helicopter and Rob Rouse looked at Moira and said, I can give you something hot. Now, I don't know because they will just be sworn to secrecy. And after watching Rob Ross on a show, I don't know. But he is the traitor. He's the traitor, and it is, I don't know. Now I just would like to think of people from Love Island that I would actually like to see on the show. So that's what I'm going to finish my thing up. I would like to see Kaylor on the show because I think Kaylor would be surprisingly good on the show. I would like to see, I don't know if Justine is so nice. I think it would be so hard for her. She would be like an Eric. I don't think Justine could be like deceptive, like a Rob Roush. Sally, she's just so cute. I don't know what would happen. I would also like to say that this is very spontaneous final talk of the traders because I didn't plan to do it. I just was like, but then I had an audience, and some people, up to 38 people, listened to my very interesting, lively, and informative recap of the traders. So I had to come back. But I would like to say also, my favorite traders, that is what I'll tell you. Jam Jam was my favorite trader. I don't know, I didn't know the Jam Jam before, but I love the Jam Jam. Okay, because I didn't see Survivors. I still am confused about Mark from Dancing with the Stars and his Kenny G hair. He maintained it for the entire thing. I don't know if perhaps he is in a pirates what is the pirate movie, and he was an extra, or it was part of something he had to do, or if it was a life choice. But that hairstyle is Kenny G style when Kenny G had hair. But I just have to say, yes, Jam Jam was my favorite trader. For real though, like, I don't know, I love the Jam Jam. I like all the personality of the Jam Jam. The other thing, oh yes, so now I'm saying who I think, if they have, I think, see, Mora, you have one off of me. If they have people from Love Island, I don't know who else I would like to be on there. Justine is too nice. Sorry, Justine, if you want to be a traitor, you're too nice. Kayla, I think would be excellent on the Traitors. I can't explain why, but I just do think so. And who else do I think? All these islanders, all the islanders. So many islanders. I think somebody that would be funny on the Traitors is Papaya. Maya Papaya on Traitors would be funny because would you imagine she would be singing? She would be singing. She would be a traitor or she would be a faithful, and she would just be in the house singing songs about being a faithful. Who else would be fun if they were on the show, the Traitors? Who else? Those are the only two people I can think of that I think like, oh, if they were on the show, it would be an adventure to see from Love Island. Oh yes, the one she the one from Love Island Games. Yes, she was beautiful with the different look. And then she ended up having to go because she was hit in the head. And she would be so great on Traitors. And yes, Yes, I can remember her name. I'm so sorry. In my other life, I did reviews on Love Island Games season 2, but she was from Malta. She was from Malta. Yes, because there wasn't a lot of people in Malta, and yes, she should be on the Traitors. I know that I am not the person that they're listening to from Love Island, but just by chance that somebody says, and oh, look at this person doing these wonderful, fantastic, deep and intrinsic reviews about Traitors, we should listen to her. Yes, from Malta. She should be on Traitors. So I think she should be on Traitors from Love Island. And of course, I can't remember her name. She's from Belgium. Belgium. Yes, beautiful lady. She did and I post about her all the time, but I cannot remember anybody's name anymore. But she was on Love Island Games number 2, and she is from Belgium, and she was on Revenge of the Nerds, the Belgium version, and she's so awesome and spicy. She would be good. Kayla would be good. The young lady from Malta would be good. And who else did I say? Amaya Papaya. That's who I think would be really wonderful on Traitors. Why haven't I not thought of any men from the shows? I don't know why that is. I can't. Cordell would make me laugh if he was on Traitors. He would be good on Traitors, and he would be cute on Traitors. But I think I would be home laughing. But then he's an actor. So maybe Cordell Beckham would actually be a very good traitor. Right? Anyways, that is it. Rob Rouse ran all of the money to himself. He betrayed everybody. He shocked Maura Huggins, who said all of her boyfriends cheated on her. I'm sorry, Maura. You're beautiful. It is not that you are too trusting. Sometimes these things happens to us as a test. Somebody is good for you. You're beautiful, Maura Huggins. So do not doubt yourself. Good things will come to you in the future. Okay? I believe so. You know why? Because I've said it. Who am I? I just somebody who watches the Love Island and Traitors. And that is it. Thank you so much for listening to all of my foolishness and shenanigans, but that I was very serious about talking about Traitors. Rob Rouse won the Traitors. He betrayed his traitors. He betrayed the traitors he brought on. You're probably like, you see that channel, Amani's Vibe? All she does is post about Love Island. Well, guess what? Okay? I'm more diverse than that. Okay? Because I'm into sports, music, poetry, arts, culture, the youth, mentoring, all of that. So much. You're going to see it all. Okay? Yes, admittedly, Love Island USA is the show that I watch. And it's, and my subscribers, like, you're awesome. And I actually sometimes literally just make posts for them, you know. But one of my goals was like, I need to get some Canadian content in there. I gotta let people know that I like basketball, that I like sports. You understand? You understand? And so I'm doing that now. Okay, so and people are finding me. They're discovering. You know, I